My name is Erin Adams. I'm the principal here at CES Vancouver. Now, I've spent my life in education, and I've been working here at CES since we opened about a year and a half ago. I love it. CES Vancouver is part of the larger CES organization. So Centre of English Studies actually opened in Dublin, Ireland, way back in the 1970s. We expanded into the United Kingdom, and we now have 5 schools in the UK. In 2018, we opened up in Toronto, here in Canada, and then CES Vancouver is the baby school. We opened this campus in 2022, and we're now halfway through our 2nd year of operation. It's hard for me to believe, but it's just been an incredible story so far. This is one of our strengths, actually, is the diversity of the student body. Because we're on the west coast of Canada, we do, of course, have a lot of Asian students. Many of our students come from Japan. The Korean student population right now is about 16%. Because our school started in Ireland and in the UK, we have very strong relationships and reputation across Europe. So we have a lot of European students who come to our school from Switzerland, from Spain, from Italy, from Germany, from France, and so on. We have Latin American students coming in as well, so we're able to get quite a lot of diversity. So it's really a great opportunity for students to meet people from lots of different places around the world. Our most popular program is the General English program. In that program, there are 3 choices. Some students study mornings only. Some students have mornings plus 1 afternoon class, and then some students study all day, which would be morning plus 2 afternoon classes. Now, I always recommend that students add the afternoon classes because in the mornings, students are placed in classes according to their level, and every class will do some reading, some writing, lots of listening, lots of speaking, some grammar and vocabulary, but then the afternoon classes are different. They're elective classes. Every 4 weeks, those classes change. So students have a chance to try something, focus on one skill, and then after 4 weeks, they can change and try something else. So for example, a student might want to do 4 weeks of listening class, and then change and do 4 weeks of job readiness class, or pronunciation, or conversation, and so on. Lots of different options in the afternoon classes. So that's the General English program. Then we also have exam preparation programs, including preparing for the IELTS exam or the Cambridge First or Cambridge Advanced exams. One benefit here is that the tuition prices for those programs are all the same. So students who are here for a longer time will often study in one program for a little while and then switch. They can transfer into something else when they're ready. So the curriculum in our General English program, the classes are divided into 7 levels. And before students arrive, we ask them to do a little online test. And then on their first day, we'll also do a speaking assessment with each student. And that way we can be really sure that we're placing students into exactly the right level. Each level has 12 weeks of curriculum, and it's a rotating curriculum. So it doesn't matter when a student begins. They'll just begin in whatever week that is, and the curriculum will cycle, right? We find most students need between 8 to 12 weeks before they complete a full level and are ready to move up. We're always watching their test scores, their weekly assessment scores, speaking production, and so on, so that we know when a student is ready, we'll have a conversation with them about moving up to the next level. I love our activities. We have so much fun. I always make a point of telling our new students, encouraging them to sign up for the activities because, yeah, it's fun and that's great, but it's also such an important way of learning about Vancouver, getting to know things that you might not know as a tourist, getting that inside information. Plus, of course, students from different countries are signing up to do those activities, so it's a great opportunity to be using your language, practicing what you're learning in your class, in a real situation. So my goodness, we do activities every day. We always have a mix of sport activities, cultural activities, sightseeing, and so on. Let's talk about next week. Monday, we're going to the park for a sports day. Tuesday is going to be movie day here at the school. Wednesday, we're going for poutine, a Canadian treat. Thursday, I believe we're going to Lynn Valley Suspension Bridge, which is a phenomenal place here in North Vancouver with beautiful views and photo opportunities. And Friday, I'm sorry, I can't remember, but every day is different and every day is fun. Yes, we have popcorn. That's a great question. Good stuff. And I want to point out too that some of our activities are free. We always have a couple of free activities each week. And then some of the activities, like if we're going to the aquarium, for instance, students would pay for their entry. If we're going to a pub or a restaurant, then students would buy their own food. So some have a cost, some don't, and students can just select that they want, the ones that they want to do. I've mentioned a couple of them. I think one is our nationality mix. I do think that's something that makes us a little different. Two, I would say class size is really special as well. We do keep our classes quite small. We want to make sure that our teachers are able to provide support to each student in the class in the way that they need it. But even more important really is our atmosphere. And that's hard for me to explain in words. It's the kind of thing you need to come and feel. But we really are a family. When students walk in, they feel welcome. They feel part of this group, part of this family. We're friendly, supportive, warm. It's really something special. We also have what we call our 360s, and this is a sort of an individualized education plan. On their first day, we'll complete an IEP for each student, and we'll just take a note of the skills they want to focus on, what their language learning goals are, where some of their challenges might be. And then for our longer term students in particular, every 4 weeks we set a meeting time and we'll sit down face-to-face, one-on-one, and just talk about their learning, and make sure that we're providing the support and the learning opportunities that they need and that they want, and then make any adjustments as necessary. It's a great opportunity for us to coach individual students about ways that they can really elevate their English language learning. And I would say before you come, really take advantage of opportunities that you can find to start preparing your ear to come and be here in Canada. It's one thing to learn from a book, but it's quite another to learn in immersion. It takes some time for our ears to get used to a different set of sounds, not just in the classroom, but on the street and in the shops and in the restaurants and perhaps in your homestay family. The more you do before you arrive, by listening to English radio or watching English movies, the better it's going to be, the easier your transition will be. But the other thing I would advise is that when you come with an open mind. There's so much here for you to learn and experience. If you come with expectations, you might find that your experience is different. If you come with an open mind, then you're going to be ready to embrace everything that Canada, Vancouver, and CES has to offer. So I hope that's given you some information about the school and it's helping you to make a decision. I really hope that I get a chance to welcome you here sometime soon.
요것도 보고 봐요. 구독도 하고 봐요. 요것도 보고 봐요.